Are you looking to build a CRM in Excel? Well, if that's the case, then you've come to the right place, because today I'm going to be walking you through exactly what you need to include in your CRM and how to do it. Now, before I delve into this, if you are short for time, then there is a link in the description below that you can visit to purchase this CRM, and it will save you all of the time that we are going to now spend going through this. So I just thought I would mention that from the outset. But if you do want to build it and you do have a little bit of time, then this is exactly what I would suggest that you do. Now, the first thing we're going to do is going to rename the first sheet, and we're going to call this Opportunities. And the second tab we are going to call Dashboard, and we're going to be building this dashboard out once we have built our CRM tool in this first tab. Now, the thing with a CRM is that you can change the formatting depending on your needs or how you like the data to appear. I'm actually just going to change this to Arial, and I'm going to change this to 12 for now. We can always update this going forward. Now, I'm going to suggest to you some example columns. Again, this list is not exhaustive. You may want to include further columns, or you may not need all of these. But these are the recommended data points that you should collect. So the first one we're going to put in is company name. And again, we're going to be formatting as we go. So I'll put this in bold and we can kind of adjust this as we go on. The next field I'd recommend that you create, or column, is date created, because you're going to want to capture when you add to your opportunities tab. The next one would be owner. So as you can imagine, this is a name. It's the owner or assignee of the opportunity. The next one is opportunity status. Next, we have opportunity stage. I will do formatting once I've put all of the columns in, and then we're going to do some drop downs as well. So make sure you keep watching for that. The next one is value. I'm actually going to left click here and double click here, and that basically expands the column to the required size of the text that's in there. We're going to put website, street address, or you could double click there and it will do the same thing for that column only, city, state. Now, of course, depending on where you're watching this from, some of these may not apply. State is obviously American, or if you're in the United States, you may want to change this to county as an example if you're in the UK. So just thought I'd mention that. We have zip code, again, that could be postcode if you're in the UK. Primary contact, so that's an individual's name. And what I'll do as well is once we've finished building these columns out and changing the formatting and working through some of the drop downs, I will also put a couple of examples in here so you can understand what kind of data you need to collect. We're going to have an email address. We are going to have a phone number. This could be a mobile, or it could be more of a business number. And we're going to have a section for comments or notes. So what I like to do at this stage is I like to select all of these. I probably should have done this before I did the first one. That's when I'm going to select Arial, so we'll do it now. Going to click bold. We'll make sure they're selected, double click there. And I'm also going to just differentiate the column headings by putting a light grey in here. For some reason that didn't update, so I've just gone in here and I've pressed enter. So that's now font size 12. And that is the basis of our CRM and the main data we're going to collect. Now, what we're going to want to do here is I'm going to add some options, some drop-down options, so that when you go in here, you don't have to type it out every time, and that you can select based on some predefined values. So for opportunity status, there's going to be 3 different statuses that we set up. Now, to do this, we're going to left click on the column, we're going to click data, and we're going to click on data validation. So here under the data tools, select this. We're going to click data validation. Now we are going to, in the settings, in the allow, we're going to select list. And here you have a couple of options. For simplicity, I'm going to suggest you do it this way. So we're going to have open, closed, comma 1. And by putting the comma in, you're basically differentiating the different options. So I'm going to press OK. Now you'll notice if I kind of hover over one of these cells, we have those options selected. You'll also notice that we've got it on the column header, and that's because I did the whole column. So what I would suggest you then do is select D1, click data validation again, and we're going to click data validation, and we're going to put any value and press OK. So that's removed it from this heading, but it remains in every cell that follows beneath. Now for opportunity stage, we just need to do the same thing. So data validation, and we're going to allow a list. This time, these are the options that I recommend. So we're going to have unqualified, that's an unqualified lead, qualified, follow up, or we could do it like this. Follow up, demo, negotiation. So again, these are some recommendations. You may want to use, if I can spell correctly, negotiation. Now you may want to won and lost. You may want to have slightly different ones than this, but these are the ones that I recommend. Again, you also might want to change the order that you put these in. So just bear that in mind. Press OK. I spelled negotiation wrong, haven't I? Of course I have. Data validation. Let's go back in here. Negotiation. I think that's correct. So here, then I click on here, data validation. If it's not, then you can correct that obviously in your CRM. So we click data validation, and we want this removed. I've selected just the opportunity stage header. We're going to click any value and press OK. So now it's just in the below. This column here, I'd suggest, so select value, and what we're going to do here is we're going to click on home, and we're going to change the number to currency. And therefore, when you start putting numbers in, it's going to update it. Now, as you can see, this is in UK pounds. You might be able to tell from my accent I'm based in the UK. So my accounting is set to pounds by default. You may want that in dollars, depending on where you are. I'm actually going to change this one back to general, the column header, because we only want it for everything underneath. We don't want it for this one, the heading. So that's the basis of the CRM. And obviously you can start adding data. So let's put in ABC company. Obviously this is completely fictitious data, doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And you can change this column. So here to date, we can change, oh, here we go, date created. And then we might want to take this one off again. So you could put the dates in here. Owner, that could be me, so I'll just put that in for now. The opportunity status, this one is open. The opportunity stage, this is, we're following up on this one. The value is 1000. The website is abc.com. You could actually change this to a hyperlink so that goes directly to the website if that is something that you wanted to do. You would right click and you click link, and then you'd enter the link in there. Street address, this could be 123 ABC Street as an example. The city, we could put, I'm going to put London in, of course. It depends on where you're based, obviously what this data would be. State, which is not applicable for us. Zip code, that's going to be a postcode in my context. So that could be something like, I'm thinking of a postcode in London. Can't think of one for now, but you get the idea. Primary contact could be jim@abc.com. No, sorry, that would be in the email address. In here, this could be Jim Quick, as an example, that's his name. Phone number 123456, and comments could be, you could talk about the opportunity stage against the status or something like that. So we first contacted Jim, scheduled follow up on on May the 1st or something like that. You get the idea. You could then wrap this text so that it kind of drops below, or you can kind of expand it here. So that was that button there, the wrap text. If you don't wrap it, then it's obviously going to spill over to the next cell. So that's why I like to wrap it. So this is the basis of the CRM, and we've put some dummy data in. Next, let's build a quick dashboard to provide summaries of all of your opportunities. So what I like to do in this section is I'd like to kind of break down the different opportunities that you have. So you could have total opportunities, you could have open opportunities, and then we have closed opportunities. So let's put this just down here, closed opportunities. And this is where we're going to use some formulas to summarize the data. So as an example, in the open opportunities, let's bring these down actually. Let's bring this across. Let's bold this. We're going to bold all of these actually. And we could also put some grey shading just to imply that this is a different like table. So we'll do that. So what I like to do to count the total opportunities is actually we're going to go back into the opportunities tab, and I'm going to right click here, we're going to click insert, and I'm going to type in opportunity. Oh, I've got some capitals on. Opportunity number. So this gives us a unique identifier. So we're going to put format painter there, and obviously this will be number 1. And any subsequent one will be number 2, 3. And if I select all of these and drag these down, then it's going to obviously give us our number. So this gives us a potential 25 rows. Let's wrap this and let's bring this across a little bit. So why is that not wrapped? There we go. Let's do it like that. So then when we go in here, if we go total opportunities, we can go equals count, open bracket, and we can just select all of these here. So it's 25. So then if we delete these, it will only count when there is a value in there. So there should be 1, correct. Okay, so open opportunities. Now what we can do here is we can add the different opportunity statuses. So we have, or stages, should I say. So we have, we need to basically add all of these to this section. So we've got unqualified, I need to spell it correctly or it won't work, follow up, and make sure that if you're using the dash or something like that, it's exact as it appears here. Actually, what we could probably do, actually to save a little bit of time, is if I go data, and I go data validation, why is that not working? I think my I've got a little bit of lag and it's causing issues. Data validation, it's not working for some reason. I'll just have to type them out for some reason. It's not working, sorry. So if we go qualified, and then we go demo was another option. Sorry, this is probably a bit more laborious than it needs to be. Negotiation, and then we go one lost. So what we're doing here is we're just splitting it out. So here we could do equals count, and we could do this, and then we could go 1, close brackets, because that is a status in the opportunity status field. Now here we could do equals count if this range, comma, is this. Oh, close brackets. And then if I drag this down, what this is basically saying is look for this field in this column, and if it sees it, it's going to count it. So at the moment, we can see that we have 1 follow-up, so we've got 1 here. So the open opportunities, I put that in wrong, sorry. I put that as 1 by mistake. That should be, if I take that out and put open, case sensitive, then there we go. For some reason that's, sorry, this is me being an idiot. Right, equals, so if this comma is open, I didn't need that comma in there. What have we done wrong here? So equals count if this one is open. There we go. Put that just, there we go. So here we go. So that's this section. And then what we could do at the bottom here is we could say something like potential, revenue in open opportunities. So let's bring this out. So what we can do here is go equals sum if, so the range would be here. We then put open, comma, now the sum range would be the value field, close bracket, and then you can see we've got 1,000. We can change this to currency. So then we can just do a little bit further on this here. So we could do lost, and then we could do revenue in lost opportunities. So equals, so this would be equals count if this is lost, close brackets. Now I believe that's an option in here, lost. Excellent. So if I put lost in there, we should have that go to 1, correct. Let's put it back as open. Sorry, unqualified for now. Now revenue in lost opportunities, so this time it would be equals sum if, the range would be if this is lost, comma, count this, close brackets. So just so you can have a look at that there. So what we're saying here is if this, anything in this column has lost, it's going to count this, or sum this, sorry, I should say. And then we'd put that to currency. And then one opportunities, we can do the same thing. So Control C, Control V, that would be 1. And we could literally just copy this if we wanted to, instead of building it out again, and just change this to 1. And we could do the same thing here. We could literally Control C, press enter there, click in here, Control V, 1, and it's going to do the same thing. And then what we could do, so we'll change this to number. So this isn't particularly fancy, you know, we can change this, we can make this, you know, go in something like that. Do the same here. You can obviously make this look really great with your formatting. I don't want this video to go on for too long, but you get the idea. But then what we could then start doing is we could start using things like we could start visualizing this data in charts and pies and things like that. So as an example, we could do something like we could do a 2D column. We could start, obviously, we could do, let's have a look at the open opportunities. We could then do something like show me, why is that not working? Recommended charts. So we could go like this one, okay. And then we could do something like, I don't know, open opportunity status. So you get the idea, you just build this out. If I just put some random data in here because we want the numbers to update. So if I start doing this in the opportunities, then this should start building out. And as you'll see here, you can then obviously do things like change the, or you can change your chart type, but you can start adding things like you could change the, or start adding the axis and things like that. So we could format axis, and we could do things like start adding these as filled at the bottom. But you get the idea. But that's how you build a basic CRM in Excel, and that's how you build a corresponding dashboard. I'm going to clean all this up and make it kind of really visually appealing, and then that will be available as a option to purchase in the link below if you did want to just kind of buy this instead of building it out. But chances are, if you're at this stage of the video, you would have built this out yourself. But I hope this video was useful. If it was, please do hit the like button. That tells me I should continue recording videos like this, and do consider subscribing to the channel. If you head over to my channel, I've got a whole playlist on building different templates. I've got videos on project methodologies and different project management tools as well. So do check that out. So with all that said, I hope you have an excellent day.